Peace and blessings, y'all. It's a little bit late, but Happy New Year. I hope y'all have been reaching your goals, watching anime and reading manga. We're blessed to say that this episode is actually sponsored by Muslim Arc. And if you don't know what Muslim Arc is, it's an education organization working to address the intersections of Islamophobia, xenophobia, and systemic racism, excuse me. As three Muslim women, we take our faith very seriously, so we appreciate the sponsorship from an organization doing such inspiring groundwork and hope to continue to do what we do best, which is trying to find the spirituality in pop culture. And with that being said, let's dive into our goals for the year.
I guess I could go first. So it's been about 2 years since we started Religiously Nerdy, and a lot has changed, and we're still hoping to, improve ourselves going forward. And we've kind of got a boost, with the sponsorship and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So for me personally, like I really want to improve our podcast quality. Like we're gonna start using a new service to record our podcasts, and then this year hope to write more about my con experiences. I'm planning to go to several cons this year. Definitely want to go and write about them more on our blog and our website.
Mhm.
Hi, I'm Toby, and for my goals, since I read a lot, I want to start doing like short posts about like mini book reviews on things I read and a new anime I watch as well and new shows. And yeah, but since I'm still busy, I have other goals outside of religiously nerdy. So, for example, I'm a medical school student, so I can do the bare minimum when it comes to like these things, but like I still find the time to self to read, which I love. So I want to start doing that, and then also showcase more of my cosplay and start using my TikToks. I have one, but I only have one video, so I want to like use it more. And since I'm going to be attending Anime Milwaukee in like 2 weeks, that's hope to see more blogs and more posts coming out of that. And then besides that, I just want to pass med school. And then like also I have a resolution, New Year's resolution, which is to like learn how to swim. So it's something I don't know how to do. So those are my goals.
So mine is to be more confident and be more vocal and networking more. And thank God I did network because I wouldn't have been able to get the sponsorship, which is really dope. Being more involved in like the anime community, and do more collaboration with people I know, and then of course read more manga. But actually keeping up with the manga, I don't want to just have a vast collection of manga I've never read before. I want to read all my manga. So don't I want you to hear what I'm saying. I want to read all my manga. all the manga. So yeah, those are my goals. Those are my goals. And to write about it. Yes.
So basically you're gonna actually start reading things you buy. That's great.
Yeah.
I also need to do that. So you're not the only one here.
Gosh. The stuff just be so good and it comes out so fast.
I know, and I don't have time to keep up with everything anymore because of my busy life. But here we are.
Yeah. One thing I always keep up with though is anime because anime is life.
Yes. Weekly anime I've been able to keep up with, thankfully, due to watch parties. Ever since COVID happened, we've been doing watch parties and we've remained consistent since. So I enjoy that.
I can't keep up with watching anime because I've always watched it in sub. There's nothing wrong with dub. I'm not entertaining that argument. But like I always watch anime in sub, so whenever I watch it, because I try and watch it in work, but I never get work done because I have to read the subtitles. Like even when I was watching JoJo, I could have just watched it in dub, but I had to take out weekend.
I can't even like anime in general. Like I can't. I watch sub too, but it's also something I don't want to be like multitasking with anyway. I want to be like into it, absorbing.
Exactly. I can't multitask it with normal TV either. Like I can't.
I understand that people watch dub because they want to like do things, and that's their thing. I don't think I'll ever do that. And maybe unless I'm like rewatching something, but
yeah.
I feel like if I were to rewatch something, I'll check out the dub. But my first time around, I like subs. You know?
Yeah. So like when I was watching Sailor Moon, I was watching Sailor Moon in sub,
Yeah.
but like it didn't click to me because I didn't start off watching Sailor Moon in sub. I started off watching Sailor Moon in dub, so I had to keep switching it to be like, I don't want to watch this. I want to watch this in dub. I need to watch it in dub. So like if I watch like any old one, if I ever like any show that I used to watch on like Toonami or like Adult Swim, it has to be in dub. But anything after that,
It's sub. Yeah.
That's what some people like forget. A lot of people got into anime watching dub, and then they start.
Exactly. My first anime was dubbed.
Like,
I watched my first
that's how
anime
you got
dubbed.
into anime in the first place.
Exactly.
And then I know we all like discovered sub in some way, and then never really went back. But,
Yeah.
origins.
I feel like because back then, like dubs weren't as great, but now dubs are improving, in my opinion. So I feel like it's more acceptable to watch dubs now than before.
And you have amazing voice actors that don't get paid, but we're not going to get into that today.
Yeah, that's a
No.
whole. Maybe we'll have that in the future or something. They don't get paid. Voice actors in general, I don't think get paid well.
Yeah. Oh well. Now let's go to our topic of this episode, was to talk about winter anime first impressions. So I'm watching a lot of weekly anime, even from the fall. Like half of the anime I'm watching is still from the fall, but then I have a whole new half that's winter anime. So I've been watching a lot, and the first one I want to talk about is Tokyo Revengers Season 2. Even though it's not a new anime, it's been on a hiatus, so I want to feature it. So I watched like the first few episodes, and I love it because going back right into the action and everything that was from the first season. It's great anime. And I'm just annoyed about the main character, Takamichi. He's like, I don't mind because he tends to cry a lot, which is fine. Because if you watch this show, I don't know how you would not cry, because this is a very emotional, very traumatic show. So that's fine. But he keeps getting beaten up. I don't think he ever learned how to fight. So I think he just needs to learn how to fight. Because like he cannot even throw a punch. Like, come on.
He's a weak Deku. That's sad.
It's a weak Deku. At least Deku was able to, like try and fight early on in the anime. But like compared to him, like he can't even like throw a punch or anything. So like he needs to like learn how to fight, especially in this gang business. Like so
this line of business.
Yeah.
It's like another weird thing, because again, all these people, like when he's in the past, like all these people are like 15, 16 or whatever, and they
Oh, was he like 12 actually, or 13? He's like in very middle school actually.
They're all like middle schoolers, aren't
they're
they?
like 8th grade.
Yeah. Like
or 15. And
they
like,
started out as middle schoolers.
And then like some people just look like, some people look their age. Like he actually looks his age and stuff. But like like the new like I guess villain of the season, he's like huge and like how like
and I was like, ooh, that guy's kind of fine. That guy's kind of fine. But then somebody was like, he's like 16. And I was like, there's no way.
He cannot simp for them.
No.
16. He's a grown man.
I know.
Man.
Also, all this gang drama is like, in my opinion, is all stupid. But hey, you're in for the drama, for the show and the action. But like the reasons why these gangs like fight like make no sense to me. Like what's going on? But yeah. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts?
I mean, it's going. Like I needed to recap because it's been a while. I didn't read the manga. I know a lot of people do. I didn't read it because I didn't mind reading stuff.
I don't think they have physical copies. I think you can only read it online. But okay, is it? Can you read it online only, or is it? Do they sell it in book form?
They sell it in book form because I have it in the first 2 years.
I know for a while, like they only had it online for a while, but I feel like now the popularity has increased a lot. So now they're like putting it out.
I can't remember which site it is, but you can read it online. There's like an app that you can read it online.
Nice, good. But I did watch like a short recap video of the first season, so I kind of get the gist of what's going on now.
like,
Because it's been
if
a
you think
while, like
about
a
it,
year and a
it
half.
wasn't too long ago. I think it was like exactly a year ago it ended.
I feel like it ended 2021, like summer or fall, so
Something like that.
more a little bit more than a year. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I can't. I'm excited because I love the anime and I can't wait to see more. So,
Mm.
Okay. Um, Another anime that we're watching is Tomo-chan is a girl. So
my
a very
background right
cute like
now.
rom-com anime that I'm really into because the main character is like a tomboy, and you don't get to
Hmm.
see a lot of that. But like, I mean,
Hmm.
she's still a girl, and has a crush like on her childhood friend, and it's
Hmm.
taking some time for him to realize that like she's a girl and actually likes you, and he's just like, okay, friend zoned to the max.
Yeah.
I saw
That show
like
is just
this.
hilarious. It's not even just that. Like all the characters are funny, it's hilarious, and like
Hmm.
each episode is jam packed with funny things, new characters
Hmm.
and stuff. And yeah, I'm enjoying that so far.
I saw this
Hmm.
clip where
And
it was like it was like two images, and it was like the guy like pulling on her shirt.
hmm
And, like they were arguing, and she was like, "You need to back up," and it was like showed a close up of like her boobs, and it was like, "You need to back up," and then she he's like, "What is your problem?" And I was like, "What is this show? How is he not picking up on these
He
social
doesn't
cues?"
realize, like, yeah, it's like it's so weird because he doesn't realize she's a girl. Because like all of a sudden you're like, oh shit.
I think he's realize. I mean, he's realizing it's taking time.
He's
And they
from just
fight a lot
those two
too.
pictures. I was like, this guy is dense.
So dumb.
Because what
Also,
the
like,
heck?
it's great. Every character is dumb, pretty much in this, except for her. Like her best friend is like rooting for these characters so much, but in the weirdest way. She has like yandere vibes, and it's like so, so funny. And yeah. Also, yeah, everyone's dumb. It's great. It's hilarious. I recommend. And it's not your typical like high school comedy. It's just more than that. So this is why I really enjoy it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the opening sequence is great, and it fits the show so well. It should
Yeah.
get awards or something. And if it gets acknowledged, it should get awards because, yeah.
Oh,
Mm. All right.
so talk to us about Trigon because Trigon,
Trigun?
Trigon,
Is it
that's what we're gonna
Trigun?
call it.
I don't know how
Trigon.
you.
I've said it like 1,000 different ways. I'm pretty sure there's a right way to say it, but I always say it wrong on purpose, and now I forgot how to actually say it. But like, I have seen CGI clips of the show, and there are people that like it, but I've seen it and I don't really get jiggy with CGI like that. There is some now. There are some CGI animes that I like that are really good, but there's some clips that I've seen from this show that are kind of like hit or miss. Like there's this one action scene where he's like fighting, and it just looks really choppy and it looks bad, and I just don't like it, and I don't want to watch it and then it'd be good, and then it just have these random like bad CGI moments that won't take away from the story because I'm sure the story is really good in and of itself. But like the CGI, the animation just looks bad in some aspects.
So, okay, so for me, I mean, I didn't see the original Trigun, so I'm kind of like from that. I guess that's privilege. So then I don't really have an idea of what it should look like in the past. But
Mm-hmm.
I for the most part, I'm liking the CGI, like 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially like with like the present day scenes, like because the opening
Mm-hmm.
scene was kind of weird to me. I was like, I don't know if I like it, and it was kind of like I've watched like 3 episodes at this point. And I
Mm-hmm.
think like the opening scene, some backstory,
Like
and
the
I was
first
kind of
scene in
like,
the anime, right?
I was
You're
like,
talking
I
about.
don't know if like I like it. But then when we go to like present day and like in the desert setting, I actually like didn't find it to be too bad. Like
Mhm.
the action is good, like the visuals are good too, like like the background scenes and stuff. Um,
Mhm.
but I think the story would like it's good. It's not like
Mm.
it's a bad
Mhm.
story because I think other CGI anime that had bad rep was also that the story was bad. But this is
Mhm.
like a good story, so I think that helps it. But for the
It's
most part, I
also.
like it. I don't
Mhm.
have like preconceived opinions about Trigun because I've never watched it before,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it's the same people who did Beastars, and Beastars is very good. So it's like of the
Mhm.
places to do CGI, like that would be the best place
Okay.
to do it.
Mhm.
Maybe it's just the one clip that I saw that I just
And
didn't
maybe it
like.
was just
Maybe
Maybe
the
one
I'll
one
clip.
clip.
Yeah.
I recommend that you watch it first before you like watch the first episode, then make your decision.
okay.
So.
Like the opening
Also,
sequences
third
are good.
episode, no spoilers, but so dang like CGI went up like 100% in the third episode. Like dang,
Yeah.
like dang. Third episode, just letting you know. Be prepared if you decide to
Great.
watch. Third episode. Also, the story, I really like the story, and I'm similar with Twain. I did not watch the original Trigun, so I don't know what to compare it to. But I've from comments, I've seen that the story is progressing faster than in the original. That's what I'm assuming. So, and I
Mhm.
love the characters as well, and there's some funny moments, but it's mostly serious, in my opinion.
And like graphic
And
too. Like it really got
yeah, it's very
intense.
graphic too. So if you don't like gore, then this not be for you. But yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
think about
And
it.
yeah,
Like
like
I'm
you
not
said,
gonna
it's done
force
by
someone to.
Studio Orange. So
I'm not gonna force someone to like it because I understand like if you like the original. But that's the thing. It's rebooted. It's not supposed to be exact same.
Yeah.
mhm,
So.
mhm. But yeah,
But yeah.
I recommend. I enjoy it so far. I'm gonna continue it. It's great.
Hmm. So Ellie, you
All
should
right.
talk about what you're watching. Hmm.
So, y'all and me, I barely watch anime. And I'm really bad because there's so much anime that I do want to watch that I just never caught on to. Because I just don't be paying attention. But there is one anime that I was on my radar and I had to have watched it, and
Mm.
that was Buddy Daddies.
Oh my
It is
gosh.
very cute. It's
Mhm.
like when I think about Spy Family,
Hmm.
like when I think, because a lot of people in the beginning they're like, it's like Gay Spy Family, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it if it's real like Gay Spy Family. It's not like Gay Spy Family at all, but it is like,
Hmm.
so Kazuki and Ray both are hitmen, is what I'm essentially
Hmm.
going to say, hitmen, and are they're both doing it, and then they get involved with this little girl because this little girl shows up at the wrong place at the wrong time, as children do,
Yes.
and she's
As
in,
children do.
as children do, and they end up keeping her, and they're trying to like they end up keeping her, and they try to find like low key through like their, I don't want to call him a handler, but like through their handler, kind of like how Lloyd has his handler.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
and they're trying to find like low key information. They find the mom, and she's just like a trash mom, and she was like, she ruined my life. That man, because the little girl going to find her dad, and her dad apparently they, this is not a spoiler at all. Their dad they kill in like the first episode, and they're like, well, crap. So when they find the mom, she's like, no, he ruined my life. She ruined my life, and like, so now they have to deal with this. But like, their backgrounds for Kazuki and Ray are like, you can tell they're like two drastically different people, and like the
Mm-hmm.
way that they grew up, and you can tell that Mary is going to be like this little blossom of like hope and joy that brings them out of like whatever dark shell that they have, and I'm excited to see it. But I was in this group chat on Discord. Mm-mm. Nobody wants to see a redemption arc of the mom. We don't want to see no, oh, I
Thank
actually
God.
love her, I need her. No, no.
No. No.
The first 3 episodes. You let your child wander. That was your first mistake. Number 2, you let her. She came back to you. Okay? She wanted her mama's hamburger steak that she got for a $2 to $3 sale. Okay? She wanted her mama's hamburger steak, and you was like, I got that on discount meat prices at the grocery store. Okay, I see you. Okay. But no, Bunny Daddies is going to be really good. It's going to be very cute. It's probably going to be painful at the end. I already know it is. The same way Spy Family is going to be painful.
Ugh, Spy Family. That was great. But now I like definitely need to watch this. I'm just like watching so many weekly animes right now that I can't add another one, but it will be on my list. Maybe I'll binge it later or something because this sounds interesting.
That sounds very intriguing, and I like the visuals for it too. So.
Yes, Ray's hot guy. Ray is hot guy stuff. He's the cool, aloof video game player. There's probably pictures of y'all will probably see where he's like sleeping in a bathtub. I'm not going to explain why, but like he's sleeping.
Okay.
And like sleeps in like these random places, and it's like, okay, you kind of weird, but then he explains why, and I was like, okay, I got you.
Okay. Great. Then, so another one I want to talk about is the Ice Guy and his cool female colleague.
Cute.
So adorable. So basically,
soothing anime.
Yes. So chill. So vibing, relaxing anime. Just something you can watch just to make you feel good. Yes. So the Ice Guy, I forgot his actual name. My bad. But the Ice Guy basically is a descendant from an ice god or something. So basically, whenever he can, a snow woman. Okay. And basically, if he feels like nervous or anything, he starts to either starts making snow around him, or he turns into ice, or he turns things into ice. So his nervousness is linked to creating ice and snow. So he meets this new female colleague who's basically the sweetest person you can ever meet, because she helps him release his nervousness anytime they talk, and it's so cute. And she finds a way to make him feel better, because there's some times where he's like, oh, I can't look at flowers because they turn to ice. So she thinks of a way to you can grow these flowers in a different soil so you can so they won't turn to ice. I was like, this is so nice of her. She does a lot. And then it's so cute. So I recommend.
She's a cat girl.
The cat episode was
so much. Sending each other cat pictures, and then she.
Oh no, it's so cute. And he's completely in love with her, 100%. So, which is great, and it's so cute. So I recommend.
I thought it was weird. I was like, why is she picking up? I understood the sentiment, but I was like, girl, you just got cat hair and you gave it to him.
I know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't have cats or anything, so it's is that a thing?
Weird.
My man, 3 strands of cat hair.
I think it's a good luck charm or something too.
Yeah, it was a good luck charm. And I understand that, but it was 3 strands.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh yeah, by the way, also look a good luck charm, but I know you can't touch cats, so here's what a cat fur feels like. Here's its dead skin.
But it's great. I recommend. It's hilarious. It's very cute.
It's nice and soothing, and I don't know, for me personally, it gives it's a chill vibe, and even the sounds and the voice acting,
And the opening theme is kind of cool and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a manga now, so I want to read the manga now because there's a manga, and yeah. There's gonna be more material to go off of. So.
Oh, yeah, we love a good manga.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
another thing I'm watching, I guess the last one of the new ones I'm watching is Vinland Saga season 2 just came out, and this anime has been on my list for a long time. So then when I heard that
Same.
season 2 was coming out, I was like, okay, it's finally time for me to watch season 1. And I'm glad I did that because I think season 1 came out like 3 years ago, so
Mm.
it would like I wouldn't have to like. I think I did the good thing of just binging season 1 just so that when season 2 comes out, it would be cool. And I don't know, I loved it. I was like kind of surprised how good it was and how good it is and how like invested I got into it. Very good animation. It used to be with Studio, but then now it's Mappa, so of course like
Oh,
it's gonna be good. And it was already good
Mhm.
before, but
mhm.
yeah, this show takes place in like I think like 1080 or something. It's like during the time of Vikings and stuff, and there's
Hmm.
basically like the war going on between like Vikings and like the British like, and other people around. So
Dang,
it's
I
historical
didn't know
that
that.
way, and
Mhm.
it's like historical. And it's actually really cool, and I think people say it's like actually like a good like representation of Vikings or something, like one of the good ones or something. That's what I've heard. I
Mhm.
wouldn't know because I
Mhm.
don't study Vikings or anything. But the story is really like heartbreaking and like intense, and like you have characters that you hate and love at the same time, and you can't really like you don't know what to do with this. I
Mm.
personally think the main character, I think he's actually really annoying and like, but I mean he's a kid, so kids are annoying, but
Mhm.
I know it's a really good show. I don't want to go in depth into much about what it's about, but there's war going on, and there's also a lot of spirituality in it too. A lot of like
Mhm.
Christian values and stuff like that. That was cool to see. So
Mhm.
this is something maybe I will talk about it more on our blog or something like that. So that like religion is an anime, guys. Like
Yeah.
it's not. It's like actually
It's
in there a
there.
lot.
We called it.
It's there.
Ding. Spirituality, because
Vinland,
this anime is not set in Japan. It's set in like England, you know. So
yeah.
like,
Mhm.
and it's just really good. Like these
Mhm.
characters, and there's a lot of violence, a lot of blood, a lot of action, which I like as well. And then
Mhm.
like serious characters you hate but love at the same time. You don't even know like what to think about them. so yeah, so when season 2 came out, it's like a time jump from like the end of season 1. So that's really cool. Time jumps in animes can either be good or bad, and I think time
Mhm.
jumps are cool to look at and then see what goes on and like what happened in this time, and like have they grown up? Are they more mature or whatever or things like that? So very interesting and new characters to interact with and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. Definitely a different vibe from season 1 so far, but I still like am intrigued and everything. I recommend it to everyone. It's not too long yet. It's only like 26 episodes. Yeah.
Maybe a binge, something to do. It's a binge I can do on one of my breaks, I guess.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
I've
binge show.
seen
Yeah.
like the volumes for Vinland Saga, and they look really nice.
Oh,
Like
Yes,
I
they
yeah.
do.
want to
Right?
collect them, but as
Mhm.
we talked about previously in our podcast, in the
Don't buy
beginning
it.
part, I need to read them all,
Yeah.
and they are
Yeah.
not small like volumes. They're
They're
thick
big,
boy.
huge. I've seen them. They're
Oh, I
huge.
even saw like pictures, comparisons from like the manga and scenes in the anime, and they look like amazing. Like
Yeah,
Mhm.
I see that
eventually, one day
too.
I'll read it. I'm sure because they look really good.
Mhm.
I think the manga is really good. Like one of the best ones like ever released.
Really?
hmm It's a good show. I
Okay.
didn't like. I was like, okay, I want to try this. I didn't realize I would like it as much as I did.
Mhm.
Because like one of the
Good.
things, there's not a lot of like female characters in it.
Mhm.
But like it's still a good story.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Mhm.
Somebody, I saw a tweet because people are wiling on Twitter. I saw a tweet that said somebody said Vinland Saga part or season 2 is really just farming simulator. Like, y'all need to chill. Every clip I've seen is just hit my guy on a cart, and I'm like, okay.
Wow.
It's time
Okay.
for me to start playing Stardew Valley. I just bought the game on sale, so that's
Mm.
something
Yes.
to play.
That's something to do. Great. So, another anime that I started watching was Spy Classroom,
Yeah.
and it's about like a bunch of a bunch of girls who came from other spy like schools, but they were like those the ones that didn't do so well in those schools. So they're like what they call them, people who are like rejects or whatever. And they come to get trained to another location to do this impossible mission. And this teacher is very interesting because he like wants to teach them how to do this, how to like wants to teach them how to be good spies, but he cannot teach at all. He's like a bad teacher. So it was very interesting. Like, how are you gonna teach these girls who like aren't that great in what they do? So, and there's just some funny moments because it's just a really funny moment because there's like so many different girls, and I like how they have their own like thing and their own like. I want to learn more about their
Yeah, they each have their own
backstories.
like
They have their own like
personality.
talent. That's really cool. And only 3 episodes only came out, but so much has already happened. Like
Yeah,
it's a very
kind of,
fast-paced show.
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, and the third episode is when the action starts, and I really enjoyed that and all those twists and stuff. So I'm like into the show now because I was like, but I don't know how I feel about this. But there were some funny moments, and then now like some action has started to kick in. So
There,
I'm gonna continue.
Girls and one man. Okay, a male teacher, bunch of girls.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
that I was about to bring that up because I didn't know what Spy Classroom was about, and I still don't know what Spy Classroom is about. But when I tell you I saw a clip on Twitter from Stony, and she knows who she is. She posted this clip, and it was just the teacher was naked, and the only thing that was there was like a cloud over his genitalia, and I was just like, "What am I looking at right now? What is Spy Classroom?"
This teacher is interesting.
So the
Is an interesting
teaching style,
character.
it didn't explain
I
it,
thought this
but
was
the
a
teaching
serious
style is
Not
show.
that
out
you
of
have to
context.
You have to try to
Okay.
defeat the teacher. Like that's the teaching style. Try to like defeat the teacher.
Catch him.
Try to like.
So they
catch
try to
him.
catch him while he's showering or something.
They like came up while I was like taking a shower.
Okay,
But it's still weird. It's still weird.
It's so weird.
But
because I was like,
like the glare was like.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in this, but I enjoy it. It's funny. And I like how like also the outfits in the show is cool. Like each girl has their own unique outfits. I was like, I actually like them. It's really cool. So, but yeah, I'm excited to learn to watch more. And Tony, you read the manga, right? The first volume.
Yeah, I read
Or
the
did
manga,
you?
and it's basically like following the manga basically for the first. I think like the first like 1.5 episodes is what I read or something. But I didn't realize it was this fast. It's going to be this fast paced though. But I do like how it ended up because then like they want to stay together, you know. Doing missions with the
Okay.
teacher or whatever. they call it the teacher teach. Like that's a thing they do. Teach.
Yeah. Also, I like spy shows a lot. Spy Family, great.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
Yeah.
spy shows.
we have a
Yeah,
we have
like
a
anything that has a spy element. Yeah, any show that has a spy element, I'm for it. Because Totally Spies. Growing up, maybe want to be a spy. So
Yes, totally. That was the
anything
blueprint.
else, spy shows are great.
That was the blueprint.
Yeah.
See, spies might be one thing, but like in the manga sphere, for me, it's Yakuza. I
that's a whole
will,
genre.
if it has Yakuza in it, I'm buying it. There's one, is a Yakuza Lover. I need to get my hands on that physical so bad.
You should watch the Yakuza, the babysitter one. This is an anime. Yes, you should watch that. Yeah, it's really good and it's so like wholesome and cute. Yes, I recommend that. It's just like the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting is what it's called.
Yes.
House husband.
You can write it.
I don't know.
And
also,
Way of the House Husband.
Yeah, I own like the first 5 volumes of that.
There's also like a new trend happening with like reformed Yakuza people. Like because there's a husband and then
There is, and
the
you know,
guys babysitting.
I'm not complaining. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Here for all of the Yakuza as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
Also, another anime season 2 came out of The Way of the House Husband. I recommend
I
continuing
saw
it.
that. Didn't watch the first season because I read the first couple volumes and I was
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
read
much
the
it's pretty much the manga, but I feel like they might have added a little bit, but I feel like it's mostly the manga. But yeah.
Mhm.
okay.
I think they added extra stuff.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
because there were some episodes I didn't remember seeing in the manga, so that's why I'm like maybe they added something. I'm not
Or
sure
maybe out of
because I'd
order.
also read the manga, so.
Mhm.
yeah.
hmm
Or it might have been like
But
out of order.
yeah,
Yeah.
recommend. Also, I love the opening and the ending. Is it great? In The Way a House Husband, this is so good.
I need to watch it. My sister has watched it and she's been like, oh yeah, I love that. I love that show so much. And my sister will
Mhm.
surprise me with randomly watching anime and be like, yeah, I watched this show. You need to watch it. I'm like, "Okay, girl,
Okay.
watch your little anime."
Mhm.
Yeah. Any other animes you want to talk about?
I mean, I'm watching like I'm continuing like My Hero Academia, Blue Lock, and To Your Eternity, and they've been going well. Like with this new, like they have like Blue Lock has like kind of like a new arc, which is cool, and My Hero
Mhm.
Academia, they had a really intense arc in the fall, so we'll see what
Mhm.
they're gonna do in the winter now. But yeah, those are going well and stuff, and I'm enjoying them.
To Your Eternity is like such a different vibe from season 1, which is fine.
Yes.
Which is great because season 1 was so depressing. I don't want to be in that state anymore. So I do not want to be in that
Time.
state. So I like how season 2 has taken a different like turn and it's not as like sad anymore.
Yes.
It still has some sad moments, but it's not like season 1. So I like that, and main character is meeting new characters, which is cool because I like how each new character he meets has this cool backstory, and I like how does this character play in his story, and it's really cool. So To Your Eternity is great. I recommend. Also, I believe it won Best Fantasy last year
Really?
or some. Yeah, so
For
recommend.
yeah, for one of the
I think it won
anime
Best
awards.
Fantasy or Drama. I don't remember, but they won something from the first season.
Definitely a good show.
hmm
I know I want to watch My Hero. Now, I watched like season 1, maybe a little bit of season 2. I think I want to say at most up to season 3 of My Hero Academia. Then I stopped watching it. There was no particular reason of why I stopped watching it. I just stopped watching it. And
Honestly, like
I
it's very long.
If you like manga, read the manga. Because if you like reading manga, read the manga.
I
'Cause
feel
it's-
like I'm so far behind. I don't want it
Mhm.
to be like One Piece. I get it.
Oh. Yeah.
And because I'm
Get on
scared.
it then before it gets too long.
It's already
Yeah.
like 100 episodes though
It's
at this
already
point.
like long.
100
It's
plus
already
episodes.
long, and apparently Deku has like this dark Deku arc, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what happened?
a lot is
Don't tell
happening,
me,
and
but
it's
what
really
happened?
fun.
My Hero Academia has taken a dark turn. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, I remember when everybody was talking about all these characters, I'm like, is everyone dying? What's happening? But like, everyone was giving me just enough information,
Mhm.
and that's all I needed was just enough for me to be like, should I get back on it?
I recommend if you're a manga reader, just continue with the manga. But yeah, because you couldn't finish it fast.
Shonen Jump app.
Yeah, use that app when like yeah.
Not sponsored by Shonen Jump, but maybe one day.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's cheap for year.
It
For
is
year,
cheap.
it's like I think it's $3 a month. It's not that bad. You can
No, not
it's-
yet. Not yet.
Not
They
yet.
said
It's
they're gonna
$2 a
increase
month.
it. It's
Yeah,
$2 a
something
month,
like
but they
that.
said they're gonna increase it to $3.
Oh,
Yeah, they just fixed it, but it wasn't that bad.
some new manga I've started is I started Kaiju number 8.
Yes, sir.
So good. I can't wait to read more. And I'm going to probably finish it, like catch up to it because apparently the anime is not going to come out until 2024. I thought it was this year, but they said
Yeah.
2020. So it's going to be a while until the anime is out. So I'm just going to keep reading the manga because it's great. I love it.
I need
so
to
much.
reread it because I stopped reading it.
Because it's been
I need
like
to
a long
reread
time.
it again
It's
from
been
the
out for a
beginning.
while.
It's been out for a while, yes.
Yeah, it has.
Another thing is to finish Jujutsu Kaisen, catch up with Jujutsu Kaisen manga. Because the anime is coming out in June, like the second season.
I'm like
So I
basically
need
caught
to
up
catch up
already.
on that. Yeah.
I think instead of reading Jujutsu Kaisen, I want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
You should
I
just
want to
watch
be
it.
anime only Jujutsu
Only-
Kaisen.
Right. Good. I feel like because I couldn't wait, I had to start the manga. Because back then, you didn't have to wait that long for anime, but now it's like hiatuses are years now.
People gotta work.
Years now. So I didn't need to watch. That's why I started reading manga, like on an animes that I watch at the same time. Like I already finished Demon Slayer manga because I couldn't
Like,
wait.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is
So
Demon
I also
Manga
yeah.
done?
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah.
So I already know the whole story, and I was like, now I just need to watch the animation and not have to like be stressed.
Animation be
I already know what's happening.
The animation is
So
like worth, like at least I know what I'm getting into story wise. But the animation, I have no idea how it's gonna look in it.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be
Mhm.
surprised at how they do it because
It better be.
entertainment district arc, the flashy, like the
Mhm.
flashiness of everything. I'm like, that's amazing.
It was
Yeah.
so
Amazing.
clean. They
It was
have to just keep the
Keep
consistency.
it up.
Oh God!
That's
I remember
in my
watching
opinion,
it
the
and I'm like,
animation of
"Ugh."
best animation of the year, in my opinion. I voted for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I voted for Demon Slayer for best animation because
Yes,
that arc
It was very
Great.
good. And
that was
best action.
beautiful.
great.
Beautiful. Beautiful gowns. Let me stop.
But now Demon Slayer is gonna be sad. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was already sad.
But now it's gonna be worse.
Everyone dies. I don't know if that's true or not. It's not a spoiler.
A lot
I'm just
of
saying
people
everybody
died.
dies.
I'm not gonna
everyone.
spoil, so I'm not gonna
A
say
good
anything.
number of people died.
I'm not gonna say anything. It's just sad. That's
But
it.
not
That's all I'm
everyone.
gonna say.
Dead,
This
dead.
ending is gonna shock people because I was stressed reading it.
I cried at that when the manga ended. I barely cry when I read, but I cried at the end of Demon Slayer. And the only other time I cried while reading was also reading One Piece because One Piece has some really
Yeah.
deep backstories, really sad backstories. So yeah,
Okay then. Well, that's.
Yeah.
I think that's it for what.
Yeah, I
was
think
our
that's
first
it for
impression.
me because I wanted to watch Bleach last
Oh my
year.
God.
I
I'm
didn't
still
watch
trying
it.
to catch
Nobody
up.
can
I
talk to
didn't
me
catch up
about
in
it.
time.
I'm binging Bleach because I haven't
not
watched the anime
Catch
before.
up in time, but hopefully I can catch up by July.
I want to catch up by July because that's when it comes back.
Yeah.
So, I
Oh
wanna-
God, that's a lot of freaking episodes by July, man.
I have like 100 episodes left. That's.
I have like 200 episodes left,
But
but I'm
gonna
skipping
I'm
the
gonna
arcs.
skip. I'm
Skipping the filler arcs though.
skipping the
Y'all
filler.
just-
Before I wasn't skipping, but now I'm gonna skip. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if I have the enemy to skip.
I'm
Like,
skipping because I have a
watch it
deadline.
later.
That's
you know,
why.
I can skip it, but like watch it later type thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mhm.
Episodes written down.
To catch up
All
with
right, then.
the current 1,000.
I'm catching up so I can be with the anime. I read the manga, Bleach manga. I just forgot a lot of things. So I want to be like fully in the know before I
Yeah.
watch. Because it's been years since I finished Bleach. So, but I still haven't watched the anime. So now I'm enjoying it. It's just, I forgot how long arcs were back in the day though. Like, these Bleach arcs be so
These arcs
long.
Be like 50 episodes.
I know. It's so long. These arcs. Like, dang. We need to like speed it up. Speed up. Like fights would be like 3 episodes long. Like, just speed it up.
7-minute recap. Good thing.
Let's skip the recaps and then yeah.
Like I just watched this.
I'm in the what's the name of the arc that I'm in? I don't even remember the name. Yes, I'm in that arc. So Great.
For now, that's the first impressions of winter anime. It's looking good. I think it's pretty
Mhm.
stacked.
Mhm.
it's gonna be a solid
Like,
season.
Like the fall, like it was in the fall.
I feel like winter and fall are the best seasons. in my opinion.
Yes.
I think so. I feel like that's always.
They come really hard.
Oh, another thing, Attack on Titan is gonna start come out in March. Yes. Also, Demon Slayer is April. I believe, as
I
well.
gotta,
So
I gotta watch that in
some
doses.
days. Mm-hmm. So
But
yes,
like,
can't
why
wait.
is it splitting it up in more cores? Like,
We can't answer all the questions.
they
We
like,
can't
I
answer
would
them
be
all.
fine if, as long as it just didn't mark it as a final season.
They shouldn't have said it was the final season. They shouldn't have.
Said season 4. I was
Yeah,
like ready to finish the show for like 3 years now.
I thought
I thought it was gonna be a
2020 was when the show was gonna end.
Like, I was ready to finish the show for 3 years now.
I thought it was gonna be a movie. That's what I heard. There was like a rumor
And
that
a
it was
movie
gonna
Just
that
be
have been planned
rumors.
too, but it's not a movie.
it's
Part 3 is gonna be in 2 cores. Why? Why? And apparently there's only 9 chapters left to animate. So what are they doing?
Like, that could have been a movie.
Like,
it could have been a
exactly.
movie.
Exactly.
Or
So,
like
they need to finish this. It's
a
been 10 years,
1 hour.
literally 10 years now.
Oh,
10 years.
I'm so old. I remember when I first watched it.
I
Yes,
know.
I was a 16 when I first started
It was a
watching this.
time. It was
Like,
a
damn.
different time.
I was a high schooler.
It's a different
Ugh,
time.
stop.
Yeah.
And it was also like a totally different show. You thought you knew something. Like,
And then you
think
didn't.
about what Attack on Titan used to be and what it is now. So different. Like
So
a whole
different.
like 180.
Mm-mm. I had somebody spoil what was in the basement for me because that's how far behind I am.
Oh
What
no!
is it? Just tell
No.
me.
I didn't know. I had to wait like 5 years until I knew what was in the basement.
Yeah, so it was a while.
I said, just tell me at this point. Just tell me.
Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you guys are enjoying the new year, watching those animes, reading that manga, and continue to live your best life.
Yes.
Take breaks. If you're a student, take breaks.
Breaks.
Watch anime.
Yeah.
This is how I watch it. It's for breaks.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah. All right. That's it. And like us, we're Religiously Nerdy on Instagram and Phoebus and Nerds on Twitter. And what else? Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Religiously Nerdy.
Yes. And then, of course, look at our website, religiouslynerdy.com, so you can read our blog posts, our hopefully future con posts where we talk about all the conventions that we're going to be going to this year. Hopefully
Look forward to them. Those blogs about anime Milwaukee.
Year 2023. Hope it's a good one.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thanks, y'all.
Slams.